Hi, class 700C. My name is April Slade, and I'll be talking to you about the case study, The Strength to Stand Out. As you notice, you see how I'm dressed right now, so I have strength to stand out. In this case study, it's about sociologist Dr. Brené Brown, who discusses her past and how she learned how to stand out on her truths. Don't we all want to stand out on our truths? Well, Dr. Brown, she came from a family that moved many times, and she found herself in a role as far as a sense of belonging. Her tumultuous childhood led her to go from being a quiet child to an outspoken adult. Dr. Brown was a rebel, and she chose to do what she wanted to do until she was mature enough to make sound decisions to appreciate her passion, which was social work. Every leader has strengths, areas in which they excel or thrive. Well, Dr. Brown found her strength in quantitative research and a method called grounded theory. As a child and a loner, she learned to be a listener, which helped her as she was pursuing her doctoral degree. The ground theory model fit Breeny's gift for storytelling and her ability to connect patterns in her subjects through the listening and observation skills she developed as coping mechanism in her teens. Dr. Brown stayed true to her faith and her belief throughout her journey. Even after she completed her PhD, she grew and she maintained a down to earth authenticity of a woman who knows who she is and presents herself. She used curse words and all, but she would not change who she was. Dr. Breeny is a strong woman that learned through her past not to allow anyone to change her outlook. While looking at this case study, it reminded me a lot about myself. I learned that leadership involves multiple skills where one holds multiple traits that will lead to excellence. As a leader, I have always had a vision that led to excellence. To reach excellence, one must set challenging, attainable goals. When choosing this case study, the word that stood out to me was strength. Strength in my life because I have been through a lot. And without strength, being strong, I would have been a failure. That's why I'm dressed today in an 80s outfit because the 80s made me who I am. When reading this case study, so many similarities and inspirations were highlighted for me. One strength that I would do better as a leader is speaking up for what I believe in and standing in my truth. As a black woman right now in America, it's very, very hard and difficult because we're put up against so much. As a leader, I feel like a leader is a leader. I believe in equity and not levels. A person can be taught to lead while learning skills needed to be successful. In my career, I carry the skills and work ethic of a supervisor, but I am not treated with the same respect from my superiors. Leaders must take and make a concerted effort to recognize and engage the strengths of others. My outgoing personality, as you see, has forced me to be a leader. But through mentorship and professional development, I am learning how to be an effective leader. In this case analysis, I learned that a huge weakness that I have is empathy. I have a huge problem with people that have an excuse to complete tasks in a timely manner. I am passionate as Dr. Brown about education and leadership and spiritual in my faith to know that with time, things will get better. I am learning not to change who I am to adapt to others if it is not disrespectful or condescending to the mission and values. Dr. Brené Brown is a representation of a superwoman. She was confident, determined, inclusive, diverse, and she understood the importance of creating partnerships to meet the needs of others, which made her a great leader. Goals cannot be met without strategies put into place to achieve them. Some people are born with strengths, while many are learned, which leads to the development of a great leader. Dr. Brown used her past experiences to her expertise and her leadership. And one day, I'm hoping to do the same just like Dr. Brown. Thank you guys and have a great day.